The long-awaited day has finally arrived. Shytoshi Kusama has returned at long last. There are some huge bombshells that he has. A new record shows that there are about 2.6 trillion Shiba Inus. It was completely unexpected. And with this, the Shiba Inu dream rally gets underway. Tell me what's going on. Furthermore, what makes this Shytoshi statement so important? Allow me to clarify. Important notice. Today a significant development occurred. The entire Shiba Inu community was rocked by Shytoshi Kusama's enormous bombshell. Suddenly he hinted at some big things happening with Shiba Inus. Truly, it's going to change the game. According to Shytoshi's plan, major changes are soon to come. When I say something is huge, I mean it has the ability to change the course of the Shiba Inu communities and the breed's whole future, including its value. However, the most bizarre aspect is still to come. As the community absorbed Shytoshi's recent announcement, major developments began to unfold in the background. Many millions. It is true that today there are trillions of Shiba Inu tokens floating around. Such a change does not occur frequently. A huge event may be on the horizon when you observe the random shuffling of trillions of dollars in that way. It's the kind of thing that normally means major players are getting ready to do something. Maybe it's a game changer. Is this all in the lead up to some huge announcement? I can anticipate your thoughts at this very moment. Is the Shiba Inu chart already starting to move because of this news? One expert in fact provided a very clear explanation. He claims that the Shiba Inu is still circling a solid support zone despite the market turbulence. Now things start to become interesting. He went on to say that this might be a once-in-a-lifetime chance for those who have faith in Shiba Inu and its future. He recommended a steady repurchase from these levels, predicting a 20% increase from current levels based on a short-term move alone. And it doesn't even take into consideration the enormous catalyst that Shytoshi mentioned before. There aren't many instances like this one. Concurrently, there are optimistic fundamentals, significant insider indications, and massive token movements. It's as if a perfect storm were subtly gathering steam in anticipation of a huge explosion. Furthermore, it should be noted that each time Shiba Inu has had such periods historically, the subsequent price movements have been extremely explosive. The developers are secretly working on something, the community is going ballistic, and even the major players are getting involved. Shiba Inu might reach new heights if Shytoshi follows through on his promises. Now tell me what transpired. The enigmatic and talented chief creator of Shiba Inu, Shytoshi Kusama, has returned to social media after nearly 2 weeks of total silence. Plus, he returned for more than a casual hello. The whole Shiba Inu community was abuzz when he returned with some major upgrades. Shytoshi hinted to something monumental in his most recent article on X, an all-new white paper with an artificial intelligence focus. You won't find this update anywhere else. This white paper has the potential to revolutionize the way Shiba Inu is run in the future. And that's only the beginning. Nearly simultaneously, another leading Shiba Inu developer, Kyle Dahiria, announced the launch of Shibarium's L3 network. Major advancements are taking place simultaneously in the fields of artificial intelligence and blockchain. Additionally, Shytoshi offered a hint regarding some major news from token Play.ht. Is a partner of Shibarium's and, according to reports, is a small piece of a larger artificial intelligence plan that the group has been quietly developing for months. This has been planned for months, which shows how committed they are to integrating AI into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Going back in time a little, May 30th was the last time Shytoshi made any kind of X-related activity, and he was already hinting at the potential revolutionary nature of AI at that time, suggesting that few people are prepared for its eventual impact. His bio was updated to include his current writing project, which he referred to as his final white paper. It delves into AI, Shiba and Shy. He was quite explicit. The Shiba Inu group intends to make a significant impact in the next era. Now things start to become interesting. Speculation ensues whenever Shytoshi remains silent for an extended period of time. However, the community displayed zero concern during this instance. A smell of something cooking was detected. He was still there, they knew. He was constructing. Such certainty can only be achieved when the populace has faith that a tremendous event is on the horizon. It was obvious that they were correct. Why is this so significant for Shiba Inus? Let's find out now. For some reason, Shiba Inus always seem to be on the move whenever Shytoshi returns from one of these extended absences. The pressure mounts when a project like this continues to grow invisibly, layer by layer, extend its ecosystem, and secure new alliances. In most cases, the price action responds rapidly to the release of information, for the simple reason that you are no longer merely discussing a meme coin. Serious investors start paying attention when they hear about ecosystems that integrate blockchain, AI, and real-world utility. If Shytoshi becomes silent for an extended period of time, then something big is about to happen, according to history. New customers pour in, the community comes together, and the hype begins as soon as that occurs. Typically after that comes the price. This isn't empty rhetoric, it's calculated planning. This kind of action is indicative of Shiba Inu's long-term strategy, which could lead to its rapid expansion, and that is happening right now. The Shiba Inu is making a comeback, and the statistics are beginning to reflect it. Something very strange occurred very lately. On June 11th, data recorded on the blockchain showed that an astounding 2.6 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were exchanged in a single day. It's not like you see it at the Shiba Inu market every day. Since the beginning of June, this is the largest increase in volume that we have observed. And there's usually one explanation for a rise of such magnitude in speed and volume: the behavior of whales. Whales have purpose as they swim, as is well known. These guys aren't just in it for the money. These are major players trading large quantities of tokens. Also, volatility is usually on the way whenever trillions are moving in such a way. Into the block, data shows that these large volume whale moves typically occur just before market swings. When you notice this kind of behavior, it could be a precursor to something more significant. To be honest, from a technical standpoint, Shiba Inu still hasn't recovered all of its key moving averages. Price action is currently confined to those critical trend levels, and buying pressure is continuing to grow. Right now, short-term charts can still be showing some bearish trends. However, things start to get intriguing at this point. Nothing can be disregarded about the timing of this. There was a pattern to this enormous whale activity. This occurred at the very moment that Shytoshi Kusama made his triumphant return, announcing the impending release of an AI white paper, and the next stage of the Shiba Inu's evolution. You have the Shiba Inu team releasing huge updates, and whales moving trillions of tokens at the same time. I don't think that's a coincidence. It is possible that this is the quiet before the storm. It appears like the technical aspects are still playing catch-up, but everything is coming together in the background. The construction crew is hard at work. The whales are taking their places. The community is even more energized than before. The major issue now is, will the Shiba Inu eventually see a meteoric rise? Is this the warm-up for the upcoming major climb? Given the current events, the AI expansion, the L3 rollout, the whale moves, and Shytoshi's return, it feels like the planets are aligning for something monumental. Such a rise has occurred previously in the cryptocurrency market. Calm, progress, whale action, and then a clap. Stunningly sudden price changes that surprise everyone. We might be gazing at one of those huge breakthrough moments that people will be discussing for a long time if Shiba Inu fulfills all their promises. Just in case you were wondering what Lucy, the Shiba Inu lead marketer, had to say in her tweet, it might help put your mind at ease. When you recount the narrative of how you triumphed against adversity, it will serve as a beacon of hope for those who come after you, she assured me. That is very relatable, to be honest. For the sake of life and the Shiba Inu specifically, being a long-time member of this community already gives you that. There have been ups and downs for Shiba Inus before. Time and again it has rebounded from tremendous rallies, massive corrections, and widespread fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Behind the scenes, there is a lot of construction going on right now. Advancements in artificial intelligence, new collaborations, the whereabouts of whales, and shocking revelations made by Shytoshi himself. Shiba Inu may cause a minor price tremor in the near term, but it is really just a stepping stone to something far greater. This is becoming into a complete ecology, not just empty promises anymore. Remember what Lucy said: if you're feeling anxious, you will be able to recount your own tale of perseverance.